What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing some new turtles that I just got, so let's go outside and do that. Alright, so we got the sulcatas over here. They're all trying to go to the outside area, and they're just eating some of the grass that I threw in yesterday. Hermans. Gotta fill up their water bowl. The water bowl dries up quickly for them because I only fill it up a little bit because these guys are still small. I mean, they're small species, so I don't want them to flip over in the water and possibly drown. All the leopard tortoises are doing great. And of course, Bonnie and Clyde are doing great as well. So let's unbox these turtles, put them in their enclosures, and then we'll feed the iguanas because I know you guys have been wanting to see that. Alright, so here are the new turtles. These are Indian spotted turtles. These are a pretty endangered species, and they're actually illegal to import into the US now. So in most cases, the ones that you find in the pet trade are captive bred babies. So I'm not sure if these are captive bred. I'm guessing they are. They're still very young. They could get up to 16 inches when full grown, and they're pond turtles, mostly aquatic. Let's put all these guys in here, see them go into their water. So these turtles are carnivorous mostly. They're kind of like the snapping turtle. They're going to be feeding on the fish that are in here. As you can see, there's a lot of fish in here. And the water is green right now because some of the grass that I fed the sulcatas fell in there and it dyes the water green. So that one's already exploring, and these are just chilling over here. But these are so cool. Oh, let me grab another one that hasn't moved yet. Look at the colors on them. The eyes are so pretty, the shells. So yeah, these are a really cool species, and I got really lucky to find these. So look at them already exploring over there. I'm not sure if they're 100% carnivorous or if they're mostly carnivorous and they could eat a little bit of grass. I know some turtles like to eat grass. I'm gonna do a lot more research on these guys. I know pretty much the basics for them, but I've never kept this species and I'm not an expert on them, but I will be in a few days. Hey, look at this guy. He needs to eat grass. And this one's trying to get out. Lift this up, let her go. This one's gonna go back there. I'm thinking I'm gonna break this somehow. So like she's tweaking back here. I'm gonna break this so that it doesn't stick out because I don't like how this looks. Let's see if I could do that now actually. So yeah, these are some of my first turtles that I'm gonna be keeping. As you know, I only got one turtle, which is in here. Oh, never mind, he's probably under the dirt somewhere. It's a little snapping turtle. Not sure where he is right now. But yeah, Godzilla is the only one that I have, and then now these 4 Indian spotted turtles, which are an awesome new species that I added today. Alright, so all the sulcatas are coming out. I'm getting some water right now because I'm going to feed the iguanas. Little spotted turtle is trying to climb out there. So yeah, these guys right now, they're just exploring their new enclosure. So let's see, maybe we could catch one eating one of the fish later on. I'm gonna try and feed them now. I'm not sure what they were eating before I got them, so I'm gonna have to figure out what they like and what they don't like by myself. Alright, so what I do for the iguanas, grab a handful of Missouri, just soak it in here for a little bit. Now it's gonna be softer and easier for them to eat. Oh, look at the colors on her. She's starting to get more yellow. There's more there. Come on. I'm gonna see the other one. He's the one that likes to run out here. Look, he likes to get onto me, but Bonnie doesn't let him. Whoa, slow down. You're making a whole mess. What are you gonna do? You're gonna jump down? Relax. See how crazy they go over the food? He has one in his mouth and he's trying to get more. And I threw some inside the enclosure already. Here. A bunch of it fell on the floor because he was running around trying to get more when he already had some in his mouth. All right, look at this one. All right, so some of you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, Bonnie and Clyde, they were both rescues. And I like to mention in every video that Bonnie, she was born with a tail like that because people always ask me about it. So I was told she was born with it like that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it was an accident when she was younger, but when I got him, her tail was already like that. And I talked to a few vets and they told me that there was really not much that they could do for her, and that it was better just to leave it like that. It was either keep it like this or amputate it. They couldn't straighten it out. So I'm just gonna leave it like that if it's not bothering her. And the only thing that I'm worried about is if they have issues laying eggs in the future, because she is the female. But if there's any issues with that, then I guess I'll have to amputate her tail. But I don't think so. I don't think the tail has anything to do with that. But you can see here, it looks like the tail was ripped off and it's new growth. That's why I'm not sure if she was actually born with it or if that's an injury. Relax, bro. You better leave him alone. Alright, let's lock these boys up. So let me check their water. Yeah, one of them pooped in the water, so it's dirty. Usually they don't, I don't really have to worry about them pooping in the water too much. So I usually just have to refill and not really clean it. I overflow it so that all the old water gets out and the new one stays in. No, they really don't use that side of the enclosure. They only use this side. This one sleeps in the corner. The girl sleeps in the box that I made for them. And they really just chill. The girls bask over there and this one basks over here. All right, Bonnie. Yeah, both of these iguanas are very friendly, and you can see Bonnie is the fat one out of the two. She steals most of the food from them. That's why I feed them separately. Whenever I feed them, I take Clyde out and I feed her separately. Here. So look, you see the water over there? That's why the Herman's tortoise, the water dries up so quickly, because I only fill it up a little bit so that they don't so that they can't flip over under it and die. Let me spray down this grass. All right, these tortoises, the babies that I have in here, are used to getting everything on, like, they're spoiled basically. Whenever they had to eat, I took them out of their hides, gave them water, fed them. So now that they're in this outdoor enclosure, they gotta learn to be more active by themselves and walk around and find their own food. I'm gonna be feeding them a lot less than when I was feeding them out in the other enclosure, because obviously they got all the grass and the flowers to eat. So I wanna make sure that they scavenge for their own food. And just like the other tortoises, they eat mostly out of their own enclosure, but I also like to throw some Missouri and they'll be able to go for it and eat it by themselves. All right, so Nix is over here walking around, and we got the common baby, or the common turtle food right here that we're gonna feed. So let's see if these guys want to eat some. I'm sure that they've been eating this already. Not sure they'll go right away. Obviously they're in a new enclosure with new people and they were kicking up the water, so it's murky. But look over there, the yellowfoots are eating the Missouri that I threw in already. So pretty cool. Let's see if these boys want to come up here for some. I doubt they will though. I'll throw in some more. I'm gonna put some more water in this enclosure now. Look, this guy is already eating the pellets. See if I could get it on video. There we go. Pretty cool that we caught him feeding on camera and that these guys are eating right away. Alright, so I've already destroyed most of this concrete with this hammer. Just right here. And it cracks very easily. And I'm gonna put more sand. So obviously it's a little bit murky now because it got kicked up. But there's all those concrete pieces. This one is gonna stay like that, and I'm gonna put more sand around here. And Godzilla's right here. Alright, little snapping turtle. So he's still too young, he doesn't bite, so you can see. Where's the other turtle? Oh, here he is. Hey, hey, hey. Got him. Look at the eyes on him, they're so pretty. Such cool turtles. Let's see. You see these? These are a little bit more feisty, look at that. Let's get a little thumbnail of this. Is that good?
You got it. Alright, don't get him too close. Sorry.
There we go. Pretty cool. What is this? Yep. Alright, so now I'm just gonna let this clear up. Once it clears up, I'm gonna add some more sand up here. Alright, so right now I am feeding some super worms to my black tree monitor. Just cleaned out his water as well. And I just want to see if I could get some videos of him eating on camera, because as you guys know, these guys are very skittish, but I've been working with him a lot and he is much more tame. He still tweaks a little bit when he sees other people nearby. But you can see he's already taking it from my hand. I mean, he's been taking it from my hand from my hand for a long time already. But usually when there's other people around, he doesn't want to get too close and he'll like run to the back of the enclosure. But he's getting a lot more tamed up. It's really a crazy thing because it's just overnight that this happens. Like it's not overnight like how it's simple, but it's overnight how I've been doing this for so long, and he was always skittish. And then one day I guess he just woke up, he's like, all right, I'm not scared anymore. And he just he was just never scared of me again. And he'll come up to me even when I don't have food and everything. And when he sees me, he'll get up to the front and everything. So it wasn't really like slowly he got more tame. It was like I put in a lot of work, and then out of nowhere he's just completely chill with everything. I still can't like pet him or anything, or pick him up, but let's see. So you see he's not like too comfortable with that. Didn't run away, so that's a good thing. And picking up, I don't pick him up, but I've been training him to get onto. There you go, look at that. This is a really cool lizard, and I love these tree monitors. They're very cool, and my favorite ones are the blue tree monitors, but the black tree monitors I love as well. So I'm not thinking about getting a blue tree monitor anytime soon, since I already have this guy. You know, it's not that big a deal, like that big a difference, and they are pretty expensive, so I don't really see a purpose of getting one right now. But there you go. So he just feels more comfortable in his own enclosure, obviously, because that's his home. Just like the snakes, the carpet pythons, I take them out and all that. Did you stop recording? I heard the noise. The carpet pythons, I take them out, but they like being in their own enclosures, you know? So I've been trying to feed this guy a pinky, but he has not wanted to take one so far. Look at the eyes on him. He's got some red eyes. Oh, oh, oh. Just leave him up there. Don't chase him so he doesn't tweak. I don't want him running away. Come here. So you see, you gotta be patient. Don't want to chase him. Move back a little bit more. Come here. Oh, he jumped at me. There you go. Had to get him back in because I don't want him running behind the enclosure, and then I gotta chase him around. He jumped onto my face.
I saw that.
Yeah, so he's not gonna want to eat right now, so I'm just gonna put this guy. Plus he's already full, that's why it's a little bit harder. In the beginning he would have came right up to me to eat, but since he had already ate a lot of super worms, I was feeding beforehand, before I started recording as well. So he was already pretty full. Look, see? He's already calmed down. So once they're tamed up, they could handle a little bit more stressful situations like that. So doesn't like being grabbed. I've never grabbed him. Well, I mean, I have grabbed him. Now, when he had escaped one time that he was hiding under a bookshelf, I grabbed him. And the first day that I got him, when I went to put him in this enclosure. But he's not really a lizard that I handle by carrying on me and petting him. He's just one that I feed and let him walk on me when I'm feeding him. So these lizards are smart. He knows the difference between my hands and food. Whenever I put my hands in there, he goes to my hand, flicks his tongue, but he doesn't actually bite me. Other lizards, like, well, let's say crocodilians, when you feed them, or snakes, when you feed them with your hands, you gotta watch out because they're more of like impulsive when you feed them. You don't want to feed them with your hands because they're gonna go for their prey right away. They're not gonna be thinking about it too much. This, since I feed animals either holding the tongues or dead, he's not used to hunting, so that's not something that I worry about. Alright, so I'm editing the video right now, enjoying some Oreos with milk, probably the best thing that you could ever eat. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I'm enjoying these Oreos. If you did, make sure you leave a like. If you didn't, leave a suggestion for a future video. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, and have a great day.